All right. Some things that are working really well. I like that you have a similar picture so I can tell that it's unified, but it's not the same. I think it's cool that the text is the reverse. I would say this left side loses some legibility at a smaller size. So if you're looking at this on mobile, that might be trickier. Feel free to update the date so that it represents something that's more recent, even if that's not quite right. This thin font does get, again, harder to read down here, so you may need to adjust that. And then this will obviously be very impossible to read on a phone. So be mindful there, but lots of great things working together in this one. All right, I have two that are like this. I like this picture a lot. I think it's really emotional and interesting, and I want to know more. It does, however, have the focus in front of the person. So I'm seeing these boots here and these water bottles, and this person is blurry. And that wouldn't be as big a deal, except that in this next one where you have it, it's really obvious. Like I can see the shoe texture, but I can't see the person. So I would recommend finding a picture with better focus. But I like that you cropped in on it. I think that's interesting. I will say a little bit of and I'm a part of a culture that would understand what this is. Be a little bit, in this one I can see music stands and stuff. So I can tell that what's going on, but this one is a little bit different. So, it might be a little bit confusing, especially because we have this figure kind of looming over the top of someone who's in a submissive stance. So it may be good to consider adjusting this imagery on this one. And then I would recommend putting this in a color that's a little easier to read, or editing the background so that there's more contrast there. All right, and then we have two here as well. Let's zoom in a little bit. So for readability's sake, we're going to lose legibility on this text. I can't read pretty much any of this here. And I've talked a lot about that in the previous videos in this series, so you can go look at those. Also discussed a desire for an image to kind of drive the graphics, and right now there is a lack of an image. I'm not really sure exactly what this event is, so some legibility issues with contrast. Color is working nicely. I think you've incorporated the St. Jude's logo interestingly. We're just having some hierarchy and some legibility issues throughout.